J.J. Redick counting on Luka Doncic insight as Lakers prepare for playoff clash with Timberwolves. In his debut season as head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers, J.J. Redick has not only silenced the doubters, he's shattered expectations. Leading the team to an impressive 50-win season and securing the third seed in the highly competitive Western Conference is no small feat, especially for someone stepping into a head coaching role for the first time. Before we move on, if you are a Laker, leave your like. This will help you stay closer to all the news. Thank you. According to forward Rui Hachimura, hitting that 50-win mark was a goal set early on. But getting there wasn't easy. The journey was filled with injuries, roster shakeups, and plenty of adversity. Yet, Redick kept the team locked in, focused, and ready to fight through it all. Now, with the regular season behind them, the real test begins. The Lakers are gearing up for a tough first-round playoff series against the Minnesota Timberwolves, a team known for its size, defensive intensity, and gritty play style. Fortunately, Redick and his coaching staff have a secret weapon when it comes to preparing: Luka Doncic. The Mavericks star was instrumental in dismantling the Timberwolves in last year's Western Conference Finals, and Redick made it clear in an interview with Spectrum Sportsnet that they plan to tap into Luka's experience. "This kind of thing happened all the time during my playing career. The regular season and the playoffs, while not completely different, definitely come with their own set of nuances, especially when you're game planning for a specific opponent. Greg St. Jean was with Phoenix last year when they got swept by Minnesota. Sorry, Greg, and he's already given me some valuable insight. The moment our game ended, we knew the real work was about to begin. Minnesota's no joke, they're a great basketball team." Last postseason, Doncic and the Mavericks took down Minnesota in just 5 games. His ability to read defenses, create offense out of thin air, and exploit mismatches makes him a valuable source of intel for LA. The Lakers will no doubt use every bit of that knowledge to their advantage. But the good news doesn't stop there. This time around, the Lakers have more firepower to work with. With LeBron James and Austin Reeves both healthy and capable of taking over when needed, Redick has more tools at his disposal. Yes, the road ahead will be challenging. But with Luka's insight, a healthy roster, and the momentum of a 50-win season, there's plenty of reason for Lakers fans to believe. Redick knows the Timberwolves won't be easy. As a former player himself, J.J. Redick knows that once you're in the playoffs, nothing comes easy. Every matchup is a grind. And when it comes to the Timberwolves, he's fully aware of what they bring to the table. "They're a very tough matchup," Redick said. "They've got size, they've got length, and they defend at a high level. We respect what they're capable of, and we're going to have to be at our best." With the Timberwolves boasting one of the league's best defenses and a frontcourt led by Rudy Gobert and Karl-Anthony Towns, the Lakers know they're stepping into a physical battle. But that's exactly the kind of challenge Redick seems to embrace. Throughout the season, he's instilled a sense of accountability and resilience in his players, something that has clearly paid off during tough stretches. Internally, the Lakers' locker room has rallied behind Redick's leadership. Multiple players, including Anthony Davis and D'Angelo Russell, have publicly praised his ability to connect with the team, communicate clearly, and make in-game adjustments, traits that don't always show up on a stat sheet but make all the difference in the playoffs. Redick's coaching style blends his deep basketball IQ with a modern player-first approach. He's leaned heavily on film study, advanced analytics, and collaborative preparation. That's where Doncic's experience becomes even more valuable, not just as a player who's beaten the Timberwolves, but as a basketball mind who sees the game on a strategic level. Reports from Spectrum Sportsnet and other outlets suggest that Doncic has already been in communication with Redick's staff, offering detailed breakdowns of Minnesota's tendencies, play-calling habits, and defensive schemes. It's a rare behind-the-scenes collaboration between a superstar from another franchise and a coaching staff hungry for an edge. Across the league, the move is generating buzz. Some analysts are calling it a masterclass in preparation, while others are questioning how common this kind of cross-team intel sharing really is. But in today's NBA, where relationships, respect, and strategy often overlap, it's not unheard of. What this means for the Lakers moving forward. If the Lakers manage to get past the Timberwolves, the message will be clear: Redick's methodical modern approach to coaching is working. It could also set a precedent for how teams approach postseason preparation in the future, seeking insight not just from scouts and film, but from players who've lived the matchup firsthand. And while Luka Doncic won't be wearing purple and gold anytime soon, this kind of cooperation only fuels speculation about future alliances. NBA insiders have already started floating theories. Could this be a preview of a future partnership between Redick and Doncic? Could Luka's input during this playoff run build stronger ties with LeBron's camp or the Lakers' front office? For now, that's just speculation. What's real is the challenge at hand, and Redick knows that beating Minnesota will require more than just scouting reports and star power. At the end of the day, Redick said, we can prepare all we want, but it's going to come down to execution, poise, and effort. Playoff basketball is about who can stay focused when everything gets loud and chaotic. And I believe in this group. As the Lakers prepare to take the floor, there's a growing belief that this team, led by a rookie head coach, a rejuvenated LeBron, and united locker room, might just be built for a deep playoff run. Luka Doncic tops NBA jersey sales as LeBron James holds strong at No. 3. Luka Doncic hasn't just made headlines for his performance on the court, he's also dominating off it. The superstar guard now leads the entire NBA in jersey sales for the second half of the 2024-25 season, while his Lakers teammate, the legendary LeBron James, holds firm in third place. Since arriving in Los Angeles, Doncic has elevated the Lakers from a strong playoff team to a legitimate championship contender. With the postseason set to kick off later this week, there's a real sense of belief within the organization, and for good reason. The Lakers secured the No. 3 seed and are set to face the Minnesota Timberwolves in the opening round, a team Doncic knows well from last year's Western Conference Finals. Back then, he led the Dallas Mavericks to a convincing 5-game series win over Minnesota and carried his team all the way to the NBA Finals. This year, with a deeper roster, more firepower, and one of the most respected coaching staffs in the league, Doncic is determined to finish the job and bring home his first championship ring. Of course, he's not doing it alone. LeBron James may have handed over the keys to the offense, but his impact on both ends of the floor remains massive. Together, Doncic and LeBron form one of the most dynamic duos in basketball, and fans around the world are clearly taking notice. According to the NBA, Doncic finished first in jersey sales across the league, with LeBron coming in third. Sandwiched between the two is none other than Stephen Curry, while other stars rounding out the top 10 include Jason Tatum, Jalen Brunson, Victor Wembanyama, Anthony Edwards, Ja Morant, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Nikola Jokic. Doncic topping the list isn't exactly shocking. The Lakers are the NBA's most iconic franchise, and pairing their global brand with an international superstar like Luka is a marketing dream. The reach of the Lakers extends far beyond the US, and Doncic's appeal spans continents. His popularity in Europe, especially, has added a new layer to LA's global fanbase. LeBron's continued presence near the top is equally impressive. Even in the twilight of his career, his name still resonates like few others. His jersey continues to fly off shelves, proof that greatness never goes out of style. But while jersey sales are a nice milestone, Doncic has his eyes on a much bigger prize, an NBA title. He knows that individual accolades mean little without a championship to go with them. And he's made it clear that it's going to take a full team effort to get there. Winning matters most, Doncic has said on multiple occasions. I'd trade all the numbers, all the hype, just to lift that trophy with my teammates. Sasha Vujacic sees shades of Kobe in Luka. Doncic's unique blend of poise, skill, and competitive fire has drawn comparisons to several all-time greats, but one in particular stands out. Former Laker and two-time NBA champion Sasha Vujacic recently likened Doncic to Kobe Bryant, citing the way Luka approaches the game mentally and emotionally. He reminds me of Kobe in the way he sees the game and how much he wants to win, Vujacic said. It's that mindset, the killer instinct, that sets him apart. That comparison, coming from someone who shared the court with Bryant for years, speaks volumes. It's not about mimicking Kobe's style, it's about the mindset, the relentless drive, the obsession with greatness. As the playoffs begin, Luka Doncic isn't just the league's most popular player, he's also one of its most dangerous. And with LeBron James by his side, the Lakers may very well be on the path to something special. LeBron James opens up about his intense pregame routine. Every minute has a purpose. The Los Angeles Lakers are back in the NBA playoffs for the third straight year, and for the fifth time since LeBron James brought his talents to Hollywood. With a strong finish to the regular season, they secured the No. 3 seed in the Western Conference, setting the stage for a highly anticipated matchup against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And while James recently turned 40, he's showing no signs of slowing down. In fact, he continues to defy age and expectations, playing at an elite level night after night. How? According to LeBron, it all comes down to discipline, preparation, and treating every game like it matters, because it does. During a recent episode of the Mind the Game podcast, James gave fans a rare in-depth look at his pregame ritual, a finely tuned system that starts 5 hours before tip-off. I like to give myself the time I need to prepare the way I know I need to. From the moment I walk into the arena, there's no wasted time. Everything has intention. I get there 5 hours early, throw on my workout gear, and head straight to the weight room. After that, it's on to the court for a shooting session. Then I move on to bodywork, making sure everything's aligned and moving right. But the routine doesn't stop there. After physical prep, James switches into recovery mode, with compression therapy, ice treatments, and time to reset mentally. Once I'm done with all that, I throw on the Normatex, get some ice, and start recovery. Then it's film study, diving into the scouting report and mentally locking into the game plan. Around that time, Redick comes into the locker room to speak to the team. That's when I know it's go time. He also makes room for nutrition, squeezing in a clean, energy-focused meal and some light snacks to fuel what he knows will be a physically demanding performance. I keep my nutrition sharp. I have to fuel the body because I know exactly what I'm about to put it through. That whole 5-hour window? It's not downtime. It's full of purpose. This level of preparation has been key to LeBron's unprecedented longevity and dominance. Across 70 games this season, he averaged 24.4 points, 7.8 rebounds, and shot an impressive 37.6% from beyond the arc, his second-best mark from deep since arriving in LA in 2018. As the playoffs begin, LeBron's focus is crystal clear, banner no. 18. With the Timberwolves looming in the first round, the four-time NBA champion is dialed in and ready to lead. Still among the league's most loved. Even in his 21st season, LeBron remains one of the most beloved and marketable athletes on the planet. He finished third in overall NBA jersey sales for the second half of the 2024-25 season, just behind teammate Luka Doncic, who took the top spot, and Golden State's Stephen Curry. It's no coincidence that two of the most talked-about Lakers, Doncic and James, are leading the way in both performance and popularity. Fans see the passion, the preparation, and the pursuit of greatness, and they're buying in. With experience, skill, and a meticulous approach to his craft, LeBron James continues to redefine what it means to be great in this league. The only question now is, can he lead the Lakers to one more historic run? The blueprint of greatness, how LeBron's preparation is inspiring a new generation. LeBron's detailed pregame routine has sparked more than admiration. It's creating ripple effects across the league. Young players, both in the NBA and beyond, are taking notes. Coaches are sharing clips of his Mind the Game breakdown in locker rooms. Sports scientists are pointing to his approach as a case study in athletic longevity. What stands out the most is the intentionality behind every move. In an era of load management and burnout, James continues to lead by example, showing that greatness doesn't just happen under the bright lights. It's forged in the quiet moments, in cold tubs and film rooms, in the hours long before fans fill the seats. It's not about superstition, LeBron emphasized. It's about building a system that keeps me sharp, physically, mentally, emotionally. If you respect the game will respect you back. His philosophy has clearly rubbed off on the Lakers' locker room. Several teammates, including Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura, have publicly praised LeBron's mentorship and his commitment to process over hype. When you watch how locked in he is before a game, you just want to match that energy, Reeves said. He makes you want to be better. Redick's coaching culture, discipline meets empowerment. LeBron's preparation also reflects the culture head coach Redick is building in Los Angeles, one that values professionalism, accountability, and adaptability. Redick, in his first year on the job, has fully embraced the challenge of guiding a veteran team while keeping younger players involved and improving. The synergy between Redick's vision and LeBron's leadership has become one of the Lakers' quiet advantages. With Luka Doncic emerging as the team's primary offensive engine and LeBron serving as the emotional and strategic compass, Los Angeles enters the playoffs with a rare balance of talent and experience. Repercussions across the league. LeBron's unwavering commitment at age 40 has become a benchmark for elite athletes across sports. Analysts are calling it the Tom Brady effect on hardwood. Brands and sports performance companies are studying his routine for insights into longevity. On social media, clips of his Mind the Game appearance have gone viral, with hashtags like hashtag LeBron routine and hashtag 40 and fearless trending globally. And of course, with jersey sales still booming, it's clear fans aren't just watching, they're fully invested in the story. Eyes on banner no. 18. As the playoffs begin, the Lakers are chasing their 18th championship, one that would break their current tie with the Boston Celtics for most titles in NBA history. For LeBron, it's a chance to add yet another chapter to a career that already redefines what's possible. He's been here before. He knows what it takes. But this time, it's different. It's legacy on the line, not just for him, but for an entire generation that's grown up watching him dominate, evolve, and inspire. And as he laces up for another deep playoff run, one thing is certain: LeBron James is still writing history, one routine, one game, one moment at a time.